Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and on yes. Actually, I have one objective today, and that's just to relax when I talk. And I was getting some tips. I called up my grandma in Taiwan, and she's actually a Tai Chi master. So from her, I asked her, so Grandma, I'm going to give this speech. What are some of the things that you can get me to relax when I'm speaking? She said, hold your breath as long as you can, until you can't hold it anymore, and then just breathe out as long as you can. But of course, that'll probably take a minute or two more time, so I'll just do the short version of this. You can try that at home. And then Steve had told me last week just to, pretend you're with a group of friends like Clement and Kissy and Barbara, it's like, Paula, and Myra. Okay, now I'm going to get my talk. All right. So the topic of my speech is 5 levels of leadership. I'm doing kind of this impromptu because I wasn't really prepared to come here to speak. And it's a topic that fascinates me, leadership. It's kind of a little bit of what Saeed had mentioned in his talk. The 5 levels of leadership is taken from a book that I am going over, Developing the Leader Within You by John C. Maxwell. One of the things that he says is everything rises and falls on leadership. And leadership is influence, nothing more and nothing less. You could negatively influence someone or you could positively influence someone. But it's still a type of leadership. And to the degree or to the capacity or to how vast your influence extends, that is the level of your leadership to that top. Now, taking that outline, level 1, the book talks about positional leadership. That's leadership by your position. I'm a manager. I'm a business owner. That is actually the lowest level of leadership where, hey, you gotta do what I'm telling you. I'm your boss. I'm the manager. How many people have gone that from work? That's like using your position to enforce or to execute a situation or a problem that you wanted to resolve. Yeah, most people will listen to their bosses or listen to whatever position that they are. But if that's the level of leadership that you're at, then I would recommend you need number 2. Move up a little bit. Don't only use your position. The second level of leadership is person. You know what it is? People's gotta like you. So if you're a manager, you gotta be a likable manager. You gotta be someone that comes in and connects with people and that greets people by name and smile. Right? And maybe you need to relax a little bit. Don't always be like on the fritz or something, like something's on edge. Because if people like you and you have a position, then they're more likely to follow you. Now, if they don't like you, even though you have the position, they'll probably make your life a little bit more difficult, wouldn't you say? Right? And many times that not only crosses over into our workplace, but that is also in our relationship as a mother, as a father, as a husband, as a wife. You are also a leader. So you want to reflect and think, how can I influence my family situation? Or how can I affect change? Am I a likable person to be around, or am I not likable? So that's only position 2. But position 3, the next level of leadership is production. People will follow you based on what you do for them, based on if you are just talking the walk or are you walking the talk. Are you a model? Are you an example of what you're asking people to do? If you say like, hey, come on, we gotta come to the meeting. Let's go get set up. You guys, nothing gets set up. Everything's always in a mess. Well, are you modeling that? Are you coming early to the meeting? And I'm not talking about Toastmasters here. I'm just talking generally, okay? So don't apply too specifically if the target hits too home, okay? So yeah, are you modeling that type of leadership? Are you telling people, if you do, and you're not producing, and you're not productive, then you're just a manager. You're really not a leader. Because a true leader will model the things that he or she is asking. And I mentioned last week my father, he is a true leader because he models his life, and everything that he has asked of me, I have seen, so I would gladly follow him. And number 4, now this is one of my favorite. In fact, I think level 4 is where everyone should be. Level 4 leadership, you can model leadership, yeah, that's great. And everything builds on top of the other, if you notice. You have to, first, you have to be at a position. Then there's second, based on if they like you. And third, production. Level 4 is your desire and your ability to help other people to become leaders. This is where your level 4 leadership is development. It's great that you're a leader. Hey, I'm doing the things that I'm doing. I'm getting all the credit. I'm so awesome. But are you helping people become better leaders? And I think Linda had mentioned that in Toastmasters, we don't just have one person serve as president, but a true great president, chapter president, will step aside and allow other people to become leaders. That would be level 4. Level 4 is saying greatness is not only in one person, but is shared. And when you have that desire and when you bring people to become better leaders, that's level 4. And here's the secret, level 5. And that is what we call personhood. That's when you reach a legendary status. That's when we say Microsoft, you think of Bill Gates. That's when you think of like great presidents. You think of George Washington and Ronald Reagan. Now I'm political affiliation there. Oh, you know, he's one of my heroes. So when your name is associated with who you are and it's character based. When someone says your name, like Saeed, and there's an image of leadership development, group, unity, boom. That is because whatever you're doing has developed so many leaders. And you stay in level 4 leadership for so long, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, you naturally become a level 5 leader. That's legend status. That's personhood. Now, just remember, what lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters. Is nothing compared to what lies within it. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.